So I'm Elaine. I'm 25. I'm from Hong Kong, and I work as an art director in advertising. So I got into photography because when I was 12, my dad gave me a digital camera, which was actually really new at that time. I kind of stopped photography for a bit because of school, and it was actually Instagram that brought me back to doing photography. And it's actually like the people that I met through Instagram and also the community that keeps on like motivating me and pushing me. The thing I like most about photography is the process, like the process of being able to capture a moment that won't ever happen again. I've been shooting a lot of like cityscape, and people know me for doing a lot of like rooftoping, urban exploration photos, but I've been experimenting more with like portraits and shooting people. I try not to limit myself into shooting just one thing because it gets boring. So I always want to try new things, like challenge myself. Rooftoping is quite popular in Hong Kong, and a lot of people actually visit Hong Kong to do rooftoping just because it's such a dense city. I did a lot of rooftoping because it's a very different perspective of looking at the city. I actually really like shooting street. Like I like shooting kind of spontaneous moments because like being able to capture a moment is a lot more rewarding than just shooting like in architecture. It's like a one-of-a-lifetime opportunity where you just get it or you don't. There's a lot more emotion to the photo when there's like people involved rather than just like a city shot. So initially, like when I started Instagram, I wanted to showcase how beautiful my city is, like Hong Kong. Now it gradually evolved into doing a lot more storytelling. Like I plan a lot of my shoots more than just walk around the city and just getting snapshots. So I use a Canon 60 most of the time with a 1740 lens for rooftop shots because it looks more epic. 3M grip gloves for climbing. A 35 1.4 lens for portrait shots. And that's pretty much all I bring because like I want to keep things light because like I'm wearing my backpack, I'm walking everywhere. So that's all I bring. It's great that people, like that more and more people get into photography because of social media, because of Instagram. But I think there's also a thing called creative fatigue, which is where a lot of the people, like they go on Instagram, like they see this cool looking photo that gets a lot of likes, and then they go to the same place and get the exact same shot, which I think happens like everywhere around the world, not just Hong Kong. And I think that can hinder creativity a lot. And I think the really important thing for photographers or people who like doing photography is that even though you look at all these inspiration online, try finding your own angle, like try finding a different angle or just shoot whatever you really want to shoot or whatever you like. That's the most important thing. You have to enjoy the process. You're not just like copying and pasting. You're just finding your own style through that way. Photography for me, it's almost like an addiction. Like if I stop taking photos, it feels like something's missing in my life. Life in Hong Kong is actually pretty hectic. There's a lot of like working overtime, which is quite common in Hong Kong. Monday to Friday, I'm pretty much at work most of the time. If I get off work on time, which is 7 p.m., then I try to go shoot after work. I really believe in like work hard, play hard. And weekdays is like working hard, and then weekends are for me to play hard, which is photography. A photography tip would be practice makes perfect, because I feel like you can only get better at your craft through taking more photos. I always feel like just by reading books isn't enough. Like no matter how much or how many photos you look online or like in books, and like how much technical skills that you acquire, it doesn't really matter unless you actually go out there and shoot.